All right. Hello. Good morning, guys. Good morning. I'm early today. Good morning, guys. I'm here. I know it's kind of odd because masyado pong maaga for me to do my goal. Welcome to Beyond the Hustle, the Growth Series. Ayan. My name is Jonathan Francis. I'm your host for this show, and it's my logo. Welcome po. And for those of you who are watching, thank you guys for tuning in. Guys, we apologize. Digital Business Daily was not on last night kasi lahat po kami nakatulog. Masyado na po late for everyone. But making it up doing the show. So, the topic for today is a little bit interesting kasi um, a lot of people are asking about this type of business, right? A lot of people are inquiring, but a lot of people are actually not trusting. Yeah. So we're gonna dive into this topic. For those of you who's watching live right now, thank you guys, and for those of you who are watching the replay later, thank you in advance. Anyway, so the topic for today: this digital business is not for everyone, but it might be exactly what you've been praying for. Okay, back in the day, I started this business, guys, in 2022, and at that time, before that time, di ba nagka-global crisis po tayo. So I've been praying for something that can supplement our income, so I don't have to work another two jobs, right? So, yun pong, I prayed for that. Find something that I can work online, find something that I can do on my phone. That's the main thing. And thank you, Lord. Thank you, God. And He answered my prayers. And I found this business back in 2022. So I had my why. I have the reason why I needed it. I needed a business, and I'm glad that everything worked out. So let's dive into this one. Okay, so basically, okay, let me explain to you. This is not for everyone. Okay, for those of you who are satisfied working, being an employee all your life, this is not for you. For those of you who are already well off, maybe that, but maybe you'll have fun doing this one. For those of you who are just have like how can you say it? For those of you who basically are happy being an employee or building someone else's dream, this is not for you. Okay, this business is for those who are willing to take the risk, who are willing to work in order for them to build something for themselves. And take note, this is not a get rich quick scheme. It will require you to actually work. It will require you to build a business, not just you start it and then you think it will work for you. No, it doesn't work like that, because every effort, thanks for those of you who are watching. Thank you. Good morning. uh, Comment down below and see um, so I can say hi to you. So basically, if you have a dream, number one, if your family is your number one priority, this business is for you. So okay, picture this one. Let me ask you. I always ask this question. Let me paint a picture for you. Okay, if if you have all the resources in the world, okay, if you have all the resources, what will your perfect life would look like? If you have all the resources, money is not an issue, nothing like that. Where will you live, right? Do you want to live here in the US? Do you want to live in the in Italy? anywhere, the Philippines, anywhere, New Zealand, Australia. How big is your property? How big? How many cars are you gonna have? Or how many are you gonna be still working? To build that scenario. Are you going to be um um what do you call this? Are you going to be have those complexes where you have like different family members, and then you have you have a big lot. So are you gonna have that type of that home, or are you gonna be traveling a lot? So paint that picture. And will your resources right now will take you to that dream life of yours? Probably not. Probably not. Okay. So my story, that's my dream. It's like my dream is to just travel with my wife, my families, and just just travel, and then don't I don't have to worry about the bills that are waiting for us when we get back, right? So we just enjoy life and travel. um, the next one will be so I talked about this is not for everyone. I talked about the reality of before the business. Now I'm gonna talk to you about the highlight, what made me start. Okay. That feeling where before the global crisis happened in 2020. This was my life. What wait you wait when you wake up in the morning, you're dragging your feet. You're already dragging your feet. You don't want to get up. You keep on snoozing your alarm clock because you don't want to get your day going, knowing that I had to work that morning, and then after my shift, I have to go to my other shift, my per diem job. So those were the life. That was the life that I had to go through, and it was hard because I only sleep. Probably I only sleep maybe like 4 hours, 4 to 5 hours a day. It was tough. And then on top of that, when you leave the house, you go through traffic. The traffic, the dreaded traffic, right? And that was hard too because most of the time, especially when you get home, when that afternoon light hits you and it's hot during the summer, you will feel like so tired. So by the time I get home, I'm super tired, and then I was living off coffee. That was my life. And I there was my turning point was I had to find something. A change has to be done. And back in the day, so I started looking around. There were a lot of things that basically there were promises. There were promising left and right, rainbows and butterflies and all of that. But it was too good to be true. I saved a lot of I saved a lot of businesses. And when I found my mentors, hi Liz, I was talking to her yesterday. So when I found Liz's video, I said, there's something on this. There's something about this business that I myself need to find out more. I need to make sure that I'm getting myself, educated, having a good grasp in the business, right? So I did that, and here I am. Yeah, you just have to get to your you get educated and get the facts for yourself. And also now, you know what, I honestly I beat my alarm clock every single day. I wake up in the morning like, okay, get up, gotta get up, gotta get the dogs taken care of first. And I'm not dragging my feet anymore. I'm actually excited to get my day going because I know I have to go to my full time work, and still after work I will be doing my business. Well, the good thing about it, I'm able to do my business early in the morning after my meditation, my prayers. I check probably 10 minutes, check for any inquiries in the business. And then after that, when during my lunch and then after work, while I unwind in the car, and then I'll do some more. Yeah, those are my routine basically. That changed before before I was like hustling, hustling, hustling. But this is actually a more meaningful hustle because I know I'm working something towards my family's future. Okay. And also, okay. So before the business, there are two things that I was lacking. Okay. Number one is time. I was lacking time to do anything. Instead of celebrating milestones with my family, traveling, or just going into like get family gatherings, get-togethers. I wasn't able to do that because I was too busy working my full-time job, my per diem, and all of that, so on and so forth. I was busy trying to make ends meet. And then number two, I was lacking funding. I can't say the M word because it's a restricted word when it comes to Facebook. But funding or resources. There you go. I was lacking resources, financial resources, and that's the reason why I had to work a lot, work longer, right? So I now, when I started the business, there is an investment, guys. All legit business have an investment. So don't be surprised where but the thing is it's so manageable. You'll be surprised how little it is for you to get your business started, but that's a separate topic. So after starting the business, now I have time. Look at this. I have a day off from my full time job, so I jump into you guys, jump into social media to do my go live, and it's wonderful. It's fun doing this, connecting with you folks. I have more time. I have more funding because of all the income streams that are coming into our family, and which is helpful because like right now I don't have much work. At least my business is supplementing whatever I'm lacking. You know. All right. So next one, let me tell you what the digital business offers. It's so good, guys. Thank you, guys, for those of you who are watching. Kamusta? Comment down below so I can say hi to you. A digital business, guys, it's like a plug and play, out of the box. You can run a business out of the box, but in order for you to run the box, you have to start, right? So basically, I do my I do my business about 90% of my business using my phone. Okay, using my phone, 90%. You can break it down. The requirement for running a business like this is about 2 to 3 hours. You can chop it off 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. You can break it down into smaller chunks, and then as long as you do your business in a daily routine. So what we do, we create posts. We inspire people so they can connect with us. That's the basically that's the initial steps towards running this business. You have to create your own entity or brand. Okay, because if I'm stalking you, what makes you special for me to trust you in order for you to train me? Make sense? So you have to basically um, know what you're talking about. You have to be knowledgeable enough, and also you have to be present and consistent. Those are the two important things, and I will tell you all about it when you guys can get started. And the thing about another benefits of running a business is the cost. Okay, the cost. Hey, I got two watchers. Thanks, guys, for watching. So the cost of running a traditional business is massive. You have you have to pay for the location, you have to pay for your crew, your managers, your suppliers, your licensing. And um, when it comes to digital business, the only cost you need is your startup cost, okay, and also your supplies like white papers when if you have to print your internet or your software that you have to pay. That's it, you know. And the great thing about running a business when it comes to tax benefits, for those of you who are paying a lot, especially for nurses, doctors, engineers, for those high paying professionals, having if you guys are paying a lot at the end of the year, you know, the government, when it comes to taxes, this business can offset whatever you're paying to make you not pay or to have a blessing of a tax return. And of course, check with your CPA or whoever's actually preparing your taxes, in order for you for them to let you know what you can write off. And it's so good, guys, especially for those of you who love to travel. When it comes to traveling, you can write those off. Space in your home as your office, you can write those off. Some part of your mileage, internet, equipment, you can write those off. Everything. And if you're meeting someone for a business lunch, whatever, you can write those off. So all of this write off can actually accumulate, and you can have a nice return at the end of the year as long as it's business related. So, and also, um, your reach. Traditional business guys, although they do marketing online now, but they are still stapled in an area. They are still anchored in one city, one, you know what I mean. So, in order for them to reach everyone, it's impossible. If you're selling a bakery, I always go for the bakery. You know, when you ship those products, it's not good anymore by the time they reach. Uh, Except there are ways, I guess, you know, there are ways they can freeze it and send it. But when it comes to digital business, if you want to target single mom, nurses, physicians, parents, you can target everyone at the same time because we are global. You know, if you want to target those people who are a lot, who are just like you in New Zealand, Australia, UK, Philippines, US, Canada, you can at the same time. And they are the ones who will actually inquire about what you do, and then they will connect with you. Just simple, that is how simple it is to do this business. And also the scalability of this business. Okay, traditional work, traditional jobs, your career as a nurse, for example, you can only scale your business by the amount of time you work. Okay, as the years, you know, goes by, if you reach that level in your nursing career, you will be maxed out. You know, some of you guys know about this one. You know, when it comes to maxing out, you will not get raised anymore, but you will get like checks which will be taxed. But digital business guys, especially our company, the scalability of your business is endless, limitless. You know, it can only scale up if your passion and your dream continues, and you'll be consistent. So you can scale it up anytime, how fast it is, but all of that. So those are the benefits of running a digital business. Okay, next one. Let's address some of the common misconceptions or excuses. I love this one. Okay, number one, I don't have time. For those of you who ask how, in my pages, my post, and then you will say I don't have time. Okay, let me ask you. Let me not ask you, but let me just tell you. We all have the same 24 hours in one day. You saying you don't have time, that means your priority is not your priority, or which means your family's future, your future alone is not your priority right now. That means you are able to go out with your friends, you are able to watch television for 10 hours straight, but that's okay, because running a business is just secondary for you. That's the reason why, if you just tweak your time, you can spend time. All you need is 2 to 3 hours a day in this type of business, and I'm here to guide you how to do that. Okay, I'm not techie. Okay, coming from the medical field, I didn't know the back office of also social media platform where you can run your business. I didn't know that part, but guys, the way I type is like very slow. Okay, it's fine, because we will teach you, we will guide you how to operate it. Your laptop, your phone, and thanks for the heart, whoever you are, comment down below. So being techie is not like, it's not a variable. Being being not techie, I should say, but because we have a training, guys, the best training that I was just when I woke up this morning, I was doing my coach's training, and just to refresh. So it's so easy because our training is online, and you can access your training on your phone, your laptop, your tablet, or your desktop. But it's all accessible. In the morning, while I um, before I clock in, I look at my training. I was like, what am I missing here? Because everything is basically done for you. It's video based, and then it's step by step, so you can follow along with the second device. Sorry, guys, my allergy. You can follow along with your second device and do your training. So whenever, whatever time of the day, sorry, it is okay. And also, I'm not sure if this is for me. Well, what I can say about that, if you tell me I'm not sure this is not for me, just have an open mind. Okay, you've been praying, you've been dreaming of running a business on your own, so you can be boss free, so you can be your own boss. Okay, and hi, Ate Evelyn, one of my hero. You want to join me? It's 10:43. I'm doing go live. We didn't do our go live last night. I fell asleep again. Anyway, so if you keep on telling yourself this is not for me, have an open mind, because this might be exactly what you've been praying for, just like the title, right? We all go through something different, and that makes us very guarded, very scared. This is basically, it's okay, because me coming from the medical field, I didn't know what to do with advertising, marketing. I didn't know that. But like what I keep on saying, my fear, or my dream, is bigger than my fear. So my dream of becoming a business owner is bigger. So I studied. So whatever fear that was, I was able to overcome. And then here I am. And also, some of those questions, I'm too old for this. Okay. No, you're not. Because our oldest business owner in our community is about 91, I think. 91 or 92, one of those. What's your excuse? You might be 60, you might be 50, you might be 70. That's fine. If you want to, okay, I'll give you a scenario. If you are actually established, you're retired, right? You're retired. I mean, you have enough to enjoy your retirement, but you're missing something. Connect with me. Maybe you're missing a purpose in your life. You might be a big CEO back then. You might be a very good um, employee, a manager. And then when you retire, you're done with it, right? But here, you may be, I'm not promising you, but you may find your new purpose in being a servant leader. Not only you're building a business, but also you are helping other people genuinely, making their life, their especially their finances better down the road. So I'm here to teach you. I'm here to train you. Okay. Okay. So the question is, are you ready, or do you still have excuses? Okay, let that sink in. Because if you're ready, guys, today is Tuesday. You like that flow? Today is Tuesday. We have a no cost workshop that is being hosted by our community again. Uh, it's going live at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is Wednesday in Asia or in the Philippines. But yeah, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And there you can watch the full 90 minutes workshop. I can send you that link as well. And if you just want the condensed version, I can send you that as well. And if after watching that, when you're ready, you can step into another level, and then you can be a member of our community. Okay, I'll put you in a program which is like a 30 days trial, and you can decide if this type of business is for you. Just want to say just want to say hi to China. I spoke to her yesterday, and hopefully you make a decision for you and your family. All right, so basically, just to let me leave you. Thanks, Auntie Eve, for watching. Let me leave you with this quote. I know I found the quote somewhere. Um, Maybe this isn't for everyone. This digital business that everyone's doing, this digital business that everyone's raving for. But maybe it's exactly the answer you've been praying for. You've been praying for 5 years, you've been praying for 10 years, maybe longer. But ask yourself, why do you keep on praying? The answer might be in front of you already. The answer might be knocking in your door, right? You just have to trust yourself that you're making a good decision. You just have to take that action. If you are decided, I am here to coach you, to mentor you until you find your success in this business. And for those of my Las Vegas people, connect with me. I'm here. But it doesn't matter where you are. Okay, just trust yourself. Trust that your dream can come into past. All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Hopefully, we might do our show tonight. Thanks, Ati Eve. Once again, I'm your host, Jonathan Francis, and thanks for watching Beyond the Hustle, the growth series. I'm gonna try and do another show of these when I have time. Thanks, guys. Hopefully, you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks, Ati. Bye.